Greetings, YouTube. Laci Green did an excellent video last month on victim blaming 101 and how to avoid it. And the first thing she speaks about out of the gate is the issue about the photos that were stolen from some famous women and then published on the internet. And I, not only was it the first thing out that Laci says, but I'm making it the first thing I say because I encountered this very form of victim blaming this past weekend. I encountered someone who said if they didn't take those photos, they would have been stolen. That if you're going to take nude photos, you should take them with a Polaroid, which was a blast from the past, though Polaroids are still available. Not many people would think of Polaroids when it comes to taking nudes nowadays. Because nudes aren't illegal. So you can take them with a regular camera, even back in the day when they were film. I know, I've taken nudes with film cameras and had them developed and received them because they're legal. But now that, of course, that we have digital cameras, nudes are a whole lot easier to acquire and easier to disseminate. But they should only be disseminated to the people that the person who is in the picture wants them to disseminate it to, except, of course, for artists who have hired models. But I'm talking if you're taking personal nude photos, they should only go to people that you personally want them to go to. Someone using social engineering to hack into your account to take them from you, which is an act of theft. They invaded your personal account to take them and then disseminate them without your permission. That's a sex crime. And you shouldn't be blaming the person. It's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong. Taking a nude picture of yourself or having someone take them of you is not illegal. It is not unethical or immoral. If you want to do that, go for it. If you don't want to do that, go for it. But no one should take the decision of what to do with that content out of your private hands and make it public. So for me, that was just incredible. Right there in my face, I've got someone 4 feet from me telling me that it was the victim's fault that those pictures got out on the internet. I was just flabbergasted. So, not cool, bro. Not cool. And it's not cool to blame a victim for any other kind of thing. It doesn't matter what someone was dressing or where they were or what time of day it was or whether they were sober or not. None of that matters. The responsibility for sexual assault and sexual violence, rape, is on the person that is the aggressor. Period. You could walk down the street naked, inebriated to the point where you cannot remember that you've done it, and no one should lay a hand on you. No one should even comment about your appearance. Nothing. It's no one else's business. And you telling another person how they should dress in public or behave in public, or that they are the reason that someone sexually harassed them or sexually assaulted them or raped them, is ugly and toxic and unethical and immoral. It is the worst absolute side of humanity. It is socially conservative policing of another human being's actions. If you don't want to do the things that person was doing when they became the victim of sexual harassment or assault, don't do that. Cool. Fine. That's you. But don't tell someone else they shouldn't go to a club or they shouldn't walk down the friggin' street, because that's all it takes. All it takes for some people to be sexually harassed is to walk down a street. And the vast majority of the people that are being sexually harassed on the street are women. I know the male supremacists and the misogynists and the MRA members will disagree with that because they live in a fantasy land. But out here in the real world, women are the majority of those that suffer at the hands of sexual harassment in public. Or online, for that matter. And for what? For being in public? For daring to walk outside their home? Stop blaming people for being people. Well, she shouldn't have been dressed like that. Screw you! You don't get to decide what someone else's dress, how they dress. If you own a business and you decide what your employees wear, cool. But if you're just Joe Citizen, you don't get to tell any other citizen what they do and wear in public. And I would abolish all nudity laws because they're puritanical. We don't need them. We don't need people telling others how they should be dressing and acting in public. Yes, I feel rather strongly about this. Can you tell? So stop blaming victims. Go watch Laci's video. It's good. She's very excellent, very good at putting out solid content. She always has been. I've been watching her channel for a while. She's a very smart person, and I enjoy the passion that she puts into things. And she's more articulate than I am. Not really hard, I suppose. But yeah, don't blame people. Put the responsibility for aggressive acts at the feet of the aggressor, where it's always been and where it will always belong.